Hi, this is Ellie from Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and today I'm doing a twin flame check-in reading to see what's happening with the divine masculine, to see what's happening with the divine feminine in the twin flame collective at this time. We have a potent full moon and an eclipse happening today, and yeah, it's supposed to have a huge impact on the twin flame collective and release a lot of the karmic bonds and connections in both divine feminine and divine masculine. Now remember that we both have a balance of both divine masculine and divine feminine. So if you're not looking at the 3D version of your counterpart at this time, take it for the either masculine or feminine side within you, because you are mirrors to each other. So you will always be showing each other what you're working on, what needs to be worked on. And if you are working on yourself, your counterpart will be doing the same. So I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for the divine masculine as I'm shuffling here. And 2 for the divine feminine. Okay. So for the divine masculine, we have honor. Honor your loved one, and you will notice your relationship becoming stronger. So I feel like the divine masculine is realizing now that he hasn't treated his divine feminine the way she deserves to be treated. And he's being called to honor her and to treat her the way that she deserves. And that's really great. Unfortunately, a lot of the divine masculines are not so divine, and they've been pouring their energies into karmics. And karmics doesn't have to be a karmic marriage or relationship. This can be karmic friendships, karmic family members, basically toxic people in their lives. This can be toxic jobs as well, where they are running from the divine connection with their counterpart, and they distract themselves through work, through the connections in their lives. They distract themselves because being around the divine feminine raises their shadows. It makes them look at their shadows. It makes them see what they need to work on within themselves, and it scares them and they run away. They don't want to deal with that. They may not be ready yet. But I feel like they're now being forced to look at all the toxin in their lives, and they're forced to look at themselves and what they need to work on. So this is good. They're being called to honor their divine feminine and the divine feminine within them that they've been suppressing. And then we have the universe. The universe is guiding you to that special person. Allow everything to take its natural course. So yes, they're now being guided by spirit, because spirit's always working in the background to try to help both counterparts to work on themselves, to heal, get through all the challenges on their journey. And yeah, they're probably getting signs. They're probably getting dreams of their divine feminine. They're being forced into dark nights of the soul. But yeah, spirit is trying to guide them. Spirit is trying to get them to finish their, like to really get going on their path and to finish what they might have started with their journey. So this is good. Spirit is really trying to guide you guys together. Now the divine feminine has remarkable. Notice everything remarkable about your relationships. And that's everyone in your life. Everyone, because I'm sure most of us who've started our journey have lost a lot of people. We've lost friends, we've lost family members, and I'm not saying I'm not saying people have died. I'm saying that people do not match your frequency anymore and they start falling out of your life. They cannot reach you at the frequency you're at. You've raised your vibration. So, excuse me. Yeah, look at the people who've come in and the people who've stuck around after all these other people have basically fallen out of your surroundings, out of your life path. Look at the people who are there now. Are they they're probably lifting you up. They're teaching you, they're guiding you, right? You have support and love around you now. Appreciate that. And know that you've attracted that with your frequency. That's great. Then synchronicity, a divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. Yeah. You're probably getting a lot of signs from your divine masculine higher self, a lot of signs from spirit. You're seeing signs, you're seeing numbers, like angel numbers, that kind of thing. You're probably getting telepathic messages from your counterpart and from spirit, just to let you know that you're on the right track, that you're on the journey, that your clair senses are waking up, that you're doing the work and you're being rewarded for it. And divine counterpart connections, they are so powerful. And it's it's actually, even though it's really painful sometimes, especially when you love someone and they run away from you. But man, all the stuff you're learning on your journey and all the wonderful things that are happening within you, all the healing you're doing on yourself, it's so miraculous. It really is. And you can really be proud of yourself for all the work that you're doing. And just know that all the work you're doing, your counterpart has to match you, because you are mirrors to each other. And when his higher self notices the healing and how you're rising in your vibration, they have to match you, because deep down they don't want to lose you, right? So, and that's the higher self I'm talking about, because a lot of times their 3D self really has no idea about these things. So yeah, now out of curiosity, I'm going to pull some romance angel cards. Whoops, sorry, I bumped the camera. I'm just going to pull one for the divine masculine and one for the divine feminine. Yep, separation. Romantic feelings. Now I wonder if I should pull one for the union as well. Okay. All right. So for the divine masculine, I have separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. Now I feel like most of the divine masculines, if they are in a karmic relationship, these relationships, even though they pretend on the outside they're going so well, they really are not going well, because they're usually highly, highly toxic. So I feel like this time, especially with this eclipse season that we're in right now, there's going to be a lot of separations. So, but this also means the separation between the divine counterparts, because they still need to work on themselves. If they're just leaving a toxic connection, they're not quite ready to meet you where you are at, because you've done so much healing and he still needs to do all that. So maybe that just, to me, that just means that maybe divine union is not immediately going to happen, but it's well on the way. And the divine feminine has romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Now, a lot of divine feminines are attracting a divine soulmate. where their divine masculine is so far behind in the healing. Some of them don't want to do the healing. They're really struggling with the toxicity in their life. And some of the divine feminines are ready to let their divine counterpart go. The energetic connection will always be there. They will always feel them. But they would like the love and support now in their 3D life. So a lot of us are attracting a divine soulmate who can match us, can match our vibration, can match us where we're at. They're more healed than our masculines, our divine masculines. So they come into our lives to be of assistance and to give us the love and support that this whole time we haven't had. So that's wonderful for most of us. For those of us who are still kind of tightly clinging to our divine masculines, the time will come when they might be ready. But just be open. Just be open that maybe in the meantime, somebody else might come in and sweep you off your feet. Someone who's healed and can understand where you're at. Now for both connections, for the union, I've pulled the wedding card. The situation involves marriage. So I want you to know that in the 5D, you and your divine masculine are always together. Always, 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 through centuries, through eternity. You're always together. You're always helping each other. You've had numerous incarnations on Earth, numerous times where you've done this journey where you guys never ended up together. And this might be the one where you will end up together, this incarnation. But if it's not, you know that you're always together in the 5D. You always have access to your divine masculine. You always have access to their higher self. You can talk to them. You can ask them for assistance. You can ask them for an extra boost of love. You know, they hear you. You have that energetic connection. That energetic will never go away. It can never be severed. It's a very, very strong connection. Just don't cling tightly to how you think all this should unfold in the 3D. Don't cling tightly. Don't make him the one all and be all of, you know, he's the one and you won't accept anybody else. Just know that this is an energy, and just attract love. Be love and attract love into your life, regardless in what form or which person it comes in. Be open. Yeah, wedding. Whether this is with your divine counterpart or not, it doesn't matter. You will end up happy. I mean, be happy by yourself now. You know, this is how you come in. You have to come into inner union first, where you feel so happy and fulfilled with yourself, within yourself, that truly you don't even need a counterpart. But that energy, that being in that energy attracts a counterpart to you that can match you in frequency. So embody that. And that's what I have for you today, guys. This is nice. I like this energy. Love and light. I will talk to you soon.